Right. The question is, how many ways can three couples sit next to each other in 6 seats in a movie theater if the members of each couple must sit next to each other? There are actually two ways to handle this problem. The first way, or one way, is if you think, or if you seat each member of a couple as individuals. So we're going to actually fill the seats individually. Okay, so there are 6 seats, and we'll say that any of the 6 individuals can sit in the first place. And then, given an individual in the first seat, there's actually only going to be one way to fill the second seat. That one way being the other member of the couple. Okay, so if, let's say, the female sits here, then the male, who's a member of the couple, will sit in the next seat because, again, the two couples must sit next to each other. Therefore, there are 2 couples left of 4 individuals, so any of the 4 individuals can sit there. Soon as an individual from a couple sits down, his or her partner sits in the next seat. And finally, there are 2 people left, members of a couple, so either the 2 people can sit there, followed by the other person who's the member of the couple. So we end up with 6 times 4 times 2, or 48 ways. Okay. We can also fill the seats as couples. So in this way, we're just going to basically look at blocks of 2 seats. Okay. So let's say we fill the seat with a couple. Call this couple AB. Let's say this couple DC sits here, and let's say this couple EF sits there. Alright, so there's 2 things that we have to sort of keep in mind. The first thing that we have to keep in mind, that A and B can sort themselves in 2 factorial ways. In other words, A could sit here, B could sit here in these 2 seats, or B could sit followed by A. The same thing for DC, since there are 2 people, there are 2 factorial ways that they can arrange themselves because they don't have to stay locked in this seating configuration. The same thing with EF. The second thing that could happen is that the couples can sit in seats in different configurations. We're not locked into AB followed by DC followed by EF. So since there are 3 couples, there are going to be 3 factorial ways that the couples can sit together. So we end up with 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 3 factorial, which also equals 48 ways.